Captain's log, stardate 8472.3. We've entered a seemingly empty region of space, far beyond any known civilization. The crew grows restless with nothing but the endless dark outside our windows. Little do they know the horror that awaits us in the void. I still have nightmares about our last stop at Outpost Delta 4. What we found there defies all logic and reason. An entire settlement, thousands of beings, all dead. Not a mark on them, but their faces etched in terror. We scanned the outpost top to bottom, but found no clues as to what killed them. It was as if their very life force had been drained away. But the most chilling discovery was what we extracted from the central computer. Video logs, no language. None of us recognized, featuring symbols and diagrams of an impossibly complex nature. Yet I could feel information and concepts flooding my mind just by looking at them, even though I could not comprehend their meaning. My science officer ran the symbols through our database. No matches found even to the oldest galactic languages on record. This culture predated everything we knew, perhaps by eons. There was no trace of them anywhere else, no other ruins or artifacts. An advanced civilization that appeared on this remote outpost, then vanished without a trace. After witnessing the horrific fate of the inhabitants, I ordered the outpost scrubbed and purged, then destroyed. The last thing I wanted was for whatever did this to pay our ship a visit next. But I kept copies of the mysterious logs. Something told me the answers I sought might reside in their disturbing, sanity-stretching images and glyphs. The crew has begun experiencing nightmares too. Could just be stress, but the dreams feature motifs and concepts from those infernal logs. I fear exposure during our investigation may have tainted us. First Officer Morell saw something on long-range sensors for a moment. Just a flicker at the edge of a nebula we were passing. She couldn't give a clear description to me or the sensor officers. Said it gave her a pounding headache just trying to recall the image. I ordered her to submit to psych evaluation and take leave for a few cycles. Can't have my bridge crew seeing things, not out here in the endless dark. The ship has been experiencing odd glitches too. Sensors randomly going offline, then self-correcting. Transports delaying for no reason. Again, I've had everything double-checked stem to stern, but no problems found. There must be a computer virus of some kind. But how can that be? The system is isolated behind multiple firewalls and immune to any known galactic virus strains. Strange dreams are definitely increasing among the crew, despite my attempts to suppress rumors. Even I cannot meditate them away anymore. Last night I witnessed the cosmic death cry of worlds. A writhing, many-angled beast summoned from some contaminating other dimension to inhale the spinning stars. I awoke drenched in sweat, screaming, clawing at my eyes to erase the nightmare vision. The most terrifying report came earlier today. 2 crewmen were found catatonic, curled in fetal balls, whimpering softly. They remain comatose under heavy sedation, faces etched with expressions of hopeless dread. Recording devices implanted in their brains to monitor the theta waves for the psych experiment I authorized were corrupted. Nothing but white noise and feedback squeals audible, but the sound makes your skin crawl. Looking at the waveform is even worse. Almost the entire crew is now having trouble sleeping. My strongest sleep aids provide little relief. Those bizarre nightmares grow ever stronger, cycling repetitively as if etching themselves deeper into memory rather than dissipating as normal dream. Medications, counseling, even direct neural reprogramming have no effect. First contact is still my greatest dream, but perhaps not with a race such as this. I fear we have stirred something that was better left buried in a cosmic abyss, never to be discovered. There are depths that should remain ignorant of our existence. But now they know. They know. I glanced nervously at the unblinking stars. Even with state-of-the-art sensors, our telescope arrays only penetrate so far into the endless ebony void. What lurks deeper out there? Complexifying, advancing, hungry, aware of us now, coming for us out of the endless night. Can even our fastest FTL speeds outrun what we have unleashed? Alarms suddenly blare. Captain, chronometric anomaly waves, increasing gravity and inhibiting FTL functions detected dead ahead. No. It cannot be. On screen, a section of space swirls, flexes, then disgorges a scintillating, reality-warping object from the ether. Its appearance defies sanity. Geometry folded, hyperpolychromatic surfaces too complex for human eyes to completely analyze, but maddening to gaze upon as our minds struggle to resolve the impossible angles and contours into sensible images. Clawing at my eyes does nothing. Soul-scalding sight is etched deeper inside the brain. Shrieks from around the bridge as the rest suffer the same. Attempts to look away are thwarted by an irresistible compulsion to stare into the writhing colors. Silently, the thing hangs before our paralyzed ship, surveying us with its impossible architecture. Mesmerizing. Damning. Doyle, my science officer, howls. It's the symbols. It's the symbols that killed Delta 4. He slumps over, blood gushing from nostrils, eyes, and ears. Tendrils emerge from the being, fractal motes and arcane traceries probing gently towards the ship with alien curiosity. The very molecules exposed want to recoil, repulsed at a quantum level from what has leaked across from outside. Closer, closer the investigative fibers glide. No force can stop their approach. Warning lights, cabin pressure alerts, and breach warnings erupting shipwide. Gaping holes somehow appear in hull plates to allow entry as the alarm klaxons dopplering into maddening inaudible pitches. No explosion, no damage. Matter itself simply cannot resist the curiosity. Exposed bulkheads contort as if viewing the thing's awesome structure requires any solid matter to warp painfully. I can hear the ship literally screaming. Here they come. Flowing, jabbering lines that shouldn't connect but do, wayward colors humanity has no names for, all the terrors of the endless dark made flesh just for us. Doom has come for us out of the great wasteland night, leaked through a conceptual puncture beyond all sane space and time. My last vision before descending into merciful unconsciousness is of our stellar cartography files appearing on the fritzing bridge display screens, then shattering one by one, out there in the abyss until billions more stars. Galaxies and worlds are snuffed out as their representations symbolically expire, wiped away so no trace of their light may guide any who come after us. Stardate 8472.4. At long last we understand the meaning in our nightmares. This is not the start of the end. The creeping contamination has been spreading for an eternity, finally reaching even our mundane corner. The rising crescendo of this incursion into our plane goes beyond mere death. All life and thought in our universe will be recycled into new instruments to spread them further still. The cyclic, self-feeding expansion cannot and must not be stopped. Merciful entropy comes for us all. As captain of my crew, apologize to anyone who receives this if our warning can escape the anomaly at all. I have failed utterly. But perhaps some knowledge of eternal wicked will come to you before their vast and crawling shadow falls across your worlds. In transmission.